Olito chamo ingapa and talk he mark pisa mark shot pisa la shike anayan easy ayayan is buzzing. Today I want to talk about the risks we take. And I want to kind of start off by saying that there's phobias in the community that we're not aware of. Um, Gen Z, their phobia is drill music. You know, um, Millennials, our phobia was losing the key to our mother's car, to our father's car. Gen X, their phobia was uh, getting pregnant at an early age. You know, and we can go back and back and talk about the different phobias. But I want to kind of like talk about the fact that Gen Z, since we're on that topic of their phobia being drill music, um, we got to really contemplate about the censorship that's being allowed in our country. Um, Particularly places like America, even other places. I noticed that the drill music in Ghana, um, it has its traditions in voodoo. So it's not so much of an instance where you're listening to it and you feel like um, it's going to be played on the airways and someone's going to find out that you're playing the opposition's music. At least that's how it is here in America. Um, we didn't grow up listening to drill music. I didn't grow up listening to drill music. When I was growing up, the music that I listened to was basically the people who were very popular during that time. State Property, um, which is kind of like what Meek Mills is the exemplary of right now. He comes from that era. Um, Diplomats, and Rockefeller. Those were the three people, the three main groups, or the three record labels who had a hold on the ears who were listening to them. So um, the young people out there who was like listening to the music and reacting a certain way to it. I want to like kind of implore you to find out the origins of what drill music is and where it comes from. Um, the music, today again, I still listen to soul music. I'm not a person who likes to listen to music, that is downing someone else or downing someone's existence. That's not the type of music I like to listen to. Um, and like again, when you're listening to certain music, you have to be aware that certain people are zoning into the music that you're listening to. You could be driving in a car down the street. Um, Anything, kids could be listening. So you want to be aware of the fact that when you're listening to certain music, you may be influencing someone to do a certain decision that may be negative or positive. So like that's another reason why I don't listen to music, often because the messages in it, it's not good. Um, I notice like when I listen to the stylistics or I listen to Motown or something like that. Um, the music, it has a message and it has a message of love. It has a message of giving. That's the type of music that I like to listen to. Um, and like I find my days like now, listening to music that's of African descent, drums, harmonics, um, synthesizers, all in existence of Africa. So you have music like chimes, chants. Um, I even listen to voodoo music sometimes. But the type of voodoo music I listen to, it's confined, it's condensed. It's not music that's, from someone who just got up, a day and said, I'm going to go out and talk about, someone who I don't like. It's not that type of music. but it's the origin of that type of music. But again, it's not that type of music. Um, the lyrics we say, we have to be careful. You know, if you're influencing someone to do something harmful or a dangerous act, you know, not only the person who did it should be held responsible, but the person who said it, who influenced them, they should be held responsible. Ultimately, we need to get back to a lifestyle or, a type of music that, people will want to listen to. I want to get back to playing the piano, banging on drums. And that's something that I'm going to do in the future. Like, I want to, you know, upload videos of me banging on drums or playing the guitar, who knows, whatever instrument. Um, I just love the sound of music. I love the tradition of it. It's important, like we really need to be careful about, the music we listen to. Like, like right now, I hear Jay-Z playing in the background. People who listen to, Jay-Z, they're about, um, solidarity as far as like loyalty. You know what I mean? I like the blueprint. I like the blueprint. I like that song that he made called Girls, 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 the remix. Um, he has a lot of good music. Um, I also want to say, and there's another artist in Ghana who I want to mention, J Bad. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. They make music in Creole, but it's based in voodoo. America calls it drill music, but it's not really drill music. You know what I mean? It's, you know, if you're for Ghana, right, and you are from Ghana, you're going to have a different outlook on the music that you're listening to. So when people say he's listening to bad music, it's not really bad music. Um, if you're enchanting someone to, do something, positive or do something in the like of the nature that you see it or you've always saw it, that's the type of music you're going to make. So, a lot of musicians in Africa, they have, different styles of, the music that they particularly genre in. Um, Jay, he's just one of those artists. He's comparable to like, um, Chief Keef, he's comparable to him, but the music that he puts out, it's a lot different. I would kind of align him with Pop Smoke, um, but you can't really understand what he's saying if you don't speak Creole. So I'll say the music, is there, and people, you know, they come from a perspective of love, but it gets overlooked. They're not in Africa shooting each other up. You know what I mean? They're not doing that. Um, so spring is here, and let's have a safe summer. You know, let's try to ingratiate ourselves. Let's try to be positive with each other. Let's not make this like the last couple of summers, man. You know, like the birds are out, man. They're on the grass. I just straighten up the backyard. Um, so this is how it looks right now. See.